Some of the most damaging decisions that leaders make come from really good intentions. Hey, Internet friends, it's Joe, and welcome to another episode of Simplify, Focus, Scale. And today I want to talk about how the good intentions that leaders have can sometimes work against them. Because here's the common assumption: leaders often believe that I'm helping when they get involved, or that they're protecting the team, or that they're keeping the standards high. They're doing the best they can for everyone, and their intentions are always very altruistic. They're very good for both the team and the firm and the client base and all of that. And yes, intentions do matter, but people experience the outcomes, not the intentions. And that's really what I want to talk about today. Because when you step in and try to do everything for your team, for example, your team is not learning, and they're also being told without you saying it, but they're being told through your actions that you don't trust them and that you don't believe in them and you don't think they're capable. So you've now gone from I'm helping, I'm doing what's best for my team, to having a team that feels like, why should I bother? Or he or she is just going to step in and redo it anyway. Why should I put in my best effort? Okay. Now, I've seen this happen a lot, unfortunately, especially in businesses where the owner has been the sole business for a long time. We see it a lot in the insurance world and in the financial services world, for example, where you might have somebody who's been a financial professional or an insurance agent or both for years, and they've built their book of business, and now they're starting to grow, and they have other people on the team. They have a whole operations staff, and they're so used to being the business themselves that they're not allowing their team an opportunity to grow. And they're not giving their team direction. They're just stepping in and doing it for them. And when the leader's coming in and solving every problem or overprotecting the staff, no matter how good the intentions are, the consequences are quite real. And again, those consequences often rear their ugly head in staff starting to feel that us versus them mentality that we've talked about before. And also, you're now training your staff to be more dependent on you. If your staff's more dependent on you, you can never step away and work on true leadership responsibilities. You're always going to be the person making all the decisions and controlling everything, which means you're the bottleneck. And that's how leaders unintentionally end up being the bottleneck, no matter how much they're trying to help their team. One of my current clients actually has said the exact words to me when we started engaging with one another. She said to me, I feel like I'm the administrative assistant to my team instead of the owner of the business. If you find yourself in that situation, that very well may be why. Because, like her, you may have cared so much that you protected your staff and protected them to a point where they didn't get the opportunity to learn and develop their own skill set. So all those great intentions still create poor outcomes, and intentions without awareness are a problem, right? Because the awareness without feedback and feedback without openness, all of that just sort of snowballs and become a big problem where leaders end up being on an island, feeling overwhelmed and feeling like they're paying people to do a job they're not doing. And they feel like now the staff is the problem. When in reality, it just could have been solved by taking a step back and thinking about the long-term consequences of those short-term decisions. So the question really is, and I want everybody to walk away from this today, the question really isn't whether or not your intentions are good. The question is whether or not your actions are creating the results you intend. Because that is where real leadership and real growth start. And that is where sustainable growth starts. So, you guys know the drill. Go ahead and like the video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And if you have any questions, comments, or thoughts, drop them in the comments below. You guys know I respond to everything. Or if you'd like to talk to me directly, feel free to reach out to me. You can go to jpcoachingnow.com to contact me there, or to find me on all the socials. Make sure that you're not just following us here on YouTube, but also on LinkedIn as well. So until next time, thanks for joining me for another episode of Simplify, Focus, Scale.